I want you to really listen to me right now, because we need to stand up, face the truth, and talk about what is actually going on with your money. You see the headlines, you look at your accounts, and you ask yourself the exact same question that is keeping millions of hardworking Americans awake at 2 o'clock in the morning: why can't I just retire? Why does it feel like the finish line keeps moving further and further away no matter how hard I run? The numbers out there are terrifying. You look at the statistics and they show that the vast majority of people reaching their 60s simply cannot afford to stop working. And you are sitting there feeling this deep, heavy fear, a fear that you did everything you were supposed to do, you worked for 40 years, you saved, you sacrificed, and yet you are still going to outlive your money. You are terrified of becoming a financial burden to your children, or worse, running out of juice when you are 85 or 90 years old and have nowhere left to turn. But I want you to take a deep breath, because today we are going to strip away the illusion. We are going to look at the real reason behind the numbers. The real reason most people can never retire isn't because they didn't work hard enough. It is because they are playing a financial game using an old, broken rulebook that does not apply to the economic reality we are living in today. Let's start with the first structural lie you've been told: the magic retirement age of 65. Who told you 65 was the magic number? That number was chosen decades ago when life expectancy was completely different. Today, if you are a 65-year-old woman in average health, you have a 50% chance of living to age 88. If you are a man, you have a 50% chance of living to 85. That means your retirement isn't a temporary 5-year vacation. Your retirement is a 20 to 30-year journey. You have to fund a whole second lifetime, and you cannot do that if you rush to pull the plug on your earning years too soon. Listen to me and listen to me closely. Your kids can get a loan for college. They can get a loan for a house. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is going to give you a loan to fund your retirement. When you compromise your financial security to fund their temporary desires, you aren't actually helping them. You are setting yourself up to run out of money at age 85, and then your adult children will have to step in to financially support you. That is not love. True love is standing secure in your own financial shoes so that you never have to ask your children for a dime. So how do we fix this? How do we change the numbers so that you can actually achieve true financial freedom? It requires a total shift in strategy, and it starts right now with 3 actionable moves. First, if you are still working, you need to pivot your savings strategy into a Roth account immediately. If your employer offers a Roth 401k, a Roth 403b, or a TSP, that is where your new contributions need to go. If you qualify based on your income, max out a Roth IRA. For 2026, if you are age 50 or older, you can contribute up to $8,600 a year into a Roth IRA, which includes a $1,100 catch-up contribution. If you are using an employer plan, the limit is $32,500 for those 50 and older, and if you are between the ages of 60 and 63, you have access to a special super catch-up limit of $11,250, allowing you to put away a stunning $35,750 this year. Why am I so obsessed with the Roth? Because with a Roth, you pay the tax on the money today when you know exactly what your tax bracket is. Then, that money grows completely tax-free, and when you withdraw it in retirement, every single penny is 100% yours. No income taxes, no required minimum distributions, and no hidden penalties. You regain total control over your financial destiny. Second, you must build a bulletproof liquidity buffer before you even think about walking away from your job. Most traditional advisors will tell you that having 3 to 6 months of expenses in cash is plenty. I am telling you that for a secure retirement, you need a cash buffer of 3 to 5 years' worth of your essential living expenses sitting safely in a high-yield savings account or short-term certificates of deposit. Why do you need that much cash? Because the stock market moves in cycles. If the market drops 20 or 30% right after you retire, and all your money is tied up in stocks and mutual funds, you will be forced to sell your investments at a massive loss just to pay your monthly bills. That destroys your portfolio's ability to recover and compounds your losses. But if you have a multi-year cash wall protecting you, you can live off that cash during a market downturn, leaving your investments completely untouched so they have the time they need to grow and recover. That is how you buy yourself true peace of mind. Finally, you need to embrace the bridge strategy for your transition into retirement. Stop thinking of retirement as an all-or-nothing switch that you flip on one Tuesday afternoon. Instead of retiring fully at 62 or 65 and immediately draining your retirement accounts or slashing your Social Security, consider transitioning into a part-time job or consulting role for a few years. Even a modest income from a part-time gig can cover your basic utilities and groceries. By using that income to cover your life, you create a financial bridge that allows you to leave your investments wrapped up so they can continue to compound tax-free, and it allows you to delay claiming your Social Security until age 70. Every single year you use a part-time gig to delay taking Social Security is a massive, permanent win for your older self. The numbers don't have to control you, and they don't have to keep you trapped in a cycle of fear. Retirement isn't about hitting some arbitrary age that society picked out for you. Retirement is about reaching the point where you have absolute certainty that you are secure, that you are independent, and that your money is working just as hard for you as you worked for it your entire life. Look at your numbers clearly, face the reality without fear, make the tough choices today, and protect your tomorrow. You can do this.